Hi, I'm Shaka Hislop, and you're here at Extra Time TV.
So, James, I know there's a game you'd love to talk about, so let's get into it, James. That's why it's coming up tomorrow. Croatia take on Scotland, and also England take on Czech Republic. So, as it stands right now in this group, Scotland kind of complicated things for England, with that wonderful draw, which, a lot of people was hoping it would have been a win. So, James, being the Scottish patriot that you are, tell me about your thoughts heading into this game.
Well, the first thing I would say is I'm very disappointed that Billy Gilmour's going to be out. Obviously, he tested positive for COVID, and also two of the English players as well now have to be out, which is Mason Mount and Chilwell, because of the interactions they had. So it's sad that those guys will miss the game, but it's a huge game for us. I'll be interested to see who Steve Clarke puts in for Billy Gilmour and how he changes things, because Scotland have never lost to Croatia. And five times we've played, I think it's 2 wins for Scotland and 3 draws. So the record looked very good on paper. Obviously, you could say, well, there's always a first, but I think this is such a huge game. Let's say, at the end of the day, whoever wins this game qualifies. It's simple as that. So this is our cup final and Croatia's cup final, before the last 16. So it's going to be massive. I think you're going to see a lot of passion. You're going to see a lot of fire in the field. Obviously, the amount of effort they put in against England was huge, but I think they have to take it this stage further now. And I think it's doable. We have the players to do it. I think Che Adams and Lyndon Dykes created havoc along the English back line. As I say, I'm disappointed Gilmour's not there, and I think they'll probably have to put McTominay back into centre midfield and bring in another defender. That's probably what they'll do. But I really think we do have the players to do it, and I'm chapping at the bit for that game tomorrow. Really, really looking forward to it. But on the other hand, England have just as hard a task. Czech Republic will want to win the group. They could. So that's going to be an interesting game too.
Yep, and if you look at the different scenarios, obviously, for those of you who don't know, in Group D, Czech Republic has 4 points, England has 4, Croatia has 1, Scotland has 1. Obviously, Scotland has to win. There's no other scenario there. They have to get that 3 points so they can get 4 points. And, hopefully, it's enough, to secure that spot. So, Croatia is a team that's no longer the dominant force that they were maybe back in 2018. They were pretty strong in 2018. They have very good players, Modric, Brozovic, Perisic, and all these guys. So we saw what they did against England. Very competent, passing game, which I was very impressed with. Although I'm not Scottish, I was very much impressed with what was on paper supposed to be a superior team. How the Scots held their own, and in some cases, in certain phases of the game, they were superior in some cases. And that limited England to a lot of chances where Harry Kane was absent. I think he really didn't do much in that game at all. A lot of people are questioning Jadon Sancho not being used. So heading into this game with those injuries that you mentioned, let's get the real final assessment here. Can Scotland get the result they need?
Yes, we can. The thing is, at the end of the day, both teams could go out and play at a draw, and it would be pointless for both teams too, because you could finish third, whoever it may be, most likely Croatia because of goal difference. And again, it's pointless because you're not going to qualify, because to qualify, you really need to hit that 4-point mark. So really, both teams are going to have to go guns blazing. And I think that the fact that Tierney came back in the last game, that partnership between Tierney and Robertson on the left gives us so much. And O'Donnell had a good game the last time, so I'm quite confident there defensively as well. I think McGregor looked pretty good, but as I say, I think the front two, I think we'll probably play a lot more for set pieces. We'll probably play a little bit more direct this time, hitting Dykes and let Che Adams run off him. And I think we will come good. We've not scored in the tournament, and that's my only worry. We need to get a goal to win the game at the end of the day. So we need to have firepower. So, if I was Steve Clarke, I'd tell them, virtually shoot on sight. Don't be scared to have a pot, because this is a game we're going to have to find a big character to go and win the game for us. So, set pieces is something we do tend to score a lot from. So I think we'll be focusing on that. And as I say, as long as we are collectively good, solid at the back, chances will come. So as I say, I'm quietly confident. As I say, but Croatia do have some key men. Obviously, we talked about Modric, Perisic, guys like this. So it'll be an interesting game.
Yep, and to build on the concerns you have for Scotland not being able to score goals, Croatia has that same problem where, I think the absence of Mandzukic, who is just not there anymore in that team, it's a very different Croatia. I don't think, they have that physical presence up front anymore. I think Modric, I think they're very strong in the middle. They have 3 world-class players amongst others on the team. But I think this may work in Scotland's favour in terms of the lack of finishing. I think from what I've seen, the competence of the Scottish defence is very strong. And I would have been worried if a player like Mandzukic was still on the Croatian setup. But I really believe in both teams have a goal-scoring problem. My only concern is that in terms of creativity in the midfield, I actually think, and I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for this, but I actually think Croatia has a little bit more imagination in their midfield than England does at the moment, which is a whole other discussion about why they're underperforming, why Gareth Southgate has not been able to get the best out of this England team. Heading into this last game, they have something to prove. And they seem to not get it right in tournaments. Like I said, for all you know, England may go on and have a great run, but right now it doesn't look that way. So James, we basically highlighted the strengths and weaknesses of both teams, and it's going to be a very interesting game. I'll be watching it digitally alongside you tomorrow because I enjoyed every moment of that England-Scotland game. And our English fans out there, Terry and everybody else, I'm pretty sure this is going to be exciting. We have multiple friends supporting multiple teams in this group. So we'll see how it goes, James. I definitely hope to see that you have your war paint on and getting ready for another William Wallace type battle. Well, I will have the kilt on. There's no doubt about that. I mean, as I say, I'm sure my son will be there sitting next to me watching this one because that's the beauty of it. I mean, this is the first time he's seen a major tournament and he sat next to me for the whole time and he was excited. You know what I mean? Although I told you yesterday, I think my biggest upset is his favourite player in the tournament is Foden. Oh my gosh. as a Scotsman, that's kind of a worry. But I mean, I think it's the blonde hair and all that. But it's nice. At the end of the day, I'm happy as long as he's excited by football because obviously that's my passion. So I am looking forward to the game. As I say, I think it'll be a little bit of a nail biter, but I really think we will come good. And I think Che Adams will be the match winner tomorrow. Yes. And that's some good parenting right there, raising your kids in the ways of football. I mean, it could be worse, James. Cristiano Ronaldo's son loves Leo Messi. So, I don't know, but for a Scot and an Englishman, that's a whole other story. So, well, I'll tell you something, Andre. I don't know if you read the article I read today, but I'm hearing that the Barcelona president is making a bid today to try and bring Ronaldo to play with Messi this year. So that's another talking point for. I read it just before we came on the show, and my mouth was watering at the prospect of that. So again, not necessarily Euros, but obviously a very interesting topic. Yeah, there's lots of football to talk about. That's now you've piqued my interest because, folks, you may not know this, but many moons ago when Cristiano Ronaldo was at Manchester United in his early, I can't find it now because it was before it was on goal.com. I think it was soccerage.com. He did mention, and this may shock a lot of people, his desire to go to Spain. He was very clear about that. I know a lot of people were shocked about that, which is a whole other topic outside the Euros. We'll talk about that soon. But James and I will definitely talk about that. So James, we'll put our Twitter poll below and folks will let us know who you think can win. I'll try to do a FIFA sim before the game starts, see how it turns out, see how accurate it is. And James, what can I say? Good luck for tomorrow. We don't need it. Because we'll do it. yes, we don't need luck, folks. We don't need luck. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below. Keep following us. We've been having a lot of guests from all over Europe. And then up next, we have someone from Malaysia who's going to talk about the Copa America with me. So we can take a look at that. So worldwide show, folks. Worldwide show. So between myself and James and everybody else, we'd like to thank you all for continuing to watch us. In addition to the Euros, we have the Copa America and also the Gold Cup is coming up. Transfer news. The fun never ends, folks. The fun never ends. So once again, folks, thank you for joining us. Just a reminder, everyone, for more episodes with Shaka Hislop, be sure to head over to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more updates, interviews, and content.